Ordinana is about self-mastery and mind development. That's what Ordinana is all about. Self-mastery and mind development. It's not about magic. Okay? It's not about magic. If you want to understand life, you have to study the heart. If you want to understand existence, you have to study the heart. It holds the key to life. Obi, the key to existence, the key to vibration. Okay? While the brain, the head, Oboro, Oborishi, it holds the key to knowledge. Knowledge. So the heart is the first to form in a human body. Your heart forms first. So the heart exists first. So that's how a woman, when you go do the ultrasound, how they know that there's a baby in there is the heartbeat in the stomach. Because it's the heart, the life, because that's a life force. The heart is the ado, the atom within the body, which holds the key to life, while the brain holds the key to knowledge. The heart is like Oma, and the brain is like Akwu. That's how to, without beating around the bush, okay? Now, if you want to understand how you function, you have to study the brain, because it holds the key to the knowledge of self. Microcosmically, that is Owanta, it holds the key to what the universe is all about in a smaller scale, microcosmically. Wanta, it holds the key to what Owauku is all about, which is the macrocosm, Owauku. Okay? So, within the mind, there's something called the cause of it. There's something that is associated with it, with the mind. That thing is called thought in English. It's called thought. Okay? In the Bible, yeah, Ato. Ancient Kemet civilization, they call it Tehuti. This sounds alike. I decoded Tehuti as the Ato, because they mean the same thing. Tehuti means Lord of thought, or simply thought. Basically, Ato. That's the meaning of Tehuti. Ato is the cause of the mind. And a lot of people are my heart, they just know that they will know that Ato is thought stream, thought, but they don't know its function and the impact Ato plays in their lives. Human beings, most people that you know, are not aware of the impact that Ato plays in their lives on a daily basis. Human beings, they don't understand that they have a microcosmic potency, a superpower, and on a microcosmic level, a superpower within them. And that superpower, like the superpower to make changes in their life, to do anything that they want to do, that superpower is called Ato. And the reason why most people don't know why, like they don't know that Ato is the custodian of their lives, is because they're lacking the knowledge of self. That's one reason. They know that Ato is taught, Atomato. They know that Ato is taught, Atomato. But they don't know the impact it plays in their life. And they don't know this impact because of lack of self-knowledge. You've heard of the saying, like, as a man thinketh. Another thing is that Ato is a name of a very ancient Igbo divinity. And we are told that Igbo people called themselves Umuatu during Ogachi, that we hailed ourselves as Ndi Atu, Umuatu during Ogachi. Ogachi is the age of internal self-realization, both internal and external self-realization. That's what Ogachi is about. So Ndi Ogachi hailed themselves as Ndi Atu, Umuatu, because they understood that Atu is the cause of everything that happens in this world. Atu is the custodian of your character. Atu holds the key to what you will do today, what you are going to do the next minute. Atu is basically the atom. So like scientifically, science will tell you that the universe originated from atom. The Abrahamists will tell you human beings all trace back to Adam. Right? They'll be telling you all these things. We're talking about thought. Thought is the cause of all things. You, Munagi, as I am talking to you now, just like everything in our world now, just like my physical self, just like your physical self, just like this universe. See, we are the microcosm from a macrocosm. Aibo, Ndi Wanta si Uwauku. We are the offspring of a macrocosm. Uwauku. That which the universe is creating on a bigger scale, on a macrocosm, you are capable of doing that on a microcosm, which is Owanta, which is what we are. And then we are told that the first Igbo man is called Ihenta, which means a microcosm, a microcosmic light. That's the meaning of Ihenta, a microcosmic light. That is the name of the first Igbo man. And we are all Umu Ihenta. Chukwu, who is the father of Ihenta, is the macrocosm, which is Ifeuku, because Chibu Ife, light. So Chiuku is the same as saying Ifeuku, which is the macrocosm, Owauku, which is, so, but human beings are not aware that of this potency that we have within us and how it shapes what we are, what we do, what we will become. Getting a self-realization that metata are all from Cheleche. I'm not million Google right now. Let's assume you're feeling thirsty. It's a thought. If you get up to go and get water, it was a thought first. If you're hungry right now, your thought will be telling you that you're hungry. To go and get food is a thought. You have to, first of all, it was a thought manifested in your head. The thought is the chi of the subconscious mind. It is the chi of the physical existence. It is the chi of our core intellect, which is external. Understanding thought, igota atụ bụ igota agwụ. Igota ha na-atụ, igota agwụ. If you can be able to understand atụ, you will gain a tremendous knowledge of what agwụ is. You will have a higher knowledge on ihe bụ agwụ and how it works. Because agwụ is esoterically agwaga. It is the molder of our agwaga, agwani, our behavior. But what is the cause of behavior? The cause of behavior is Ato. And what is the cause of Ato? The cause of Ato is Abia. Abia. And we have one nuche. So one nuche or Blato from Ato. Or one agua. Then one agua. When it manifests in agua, then you start to display it. No matter whatever that thing is. Like I said, ịghọta ha na ihe bụ atụ, ịghọta agwụ on a higher level, on a higher plane, not in a Oru Anu plane. You know, not you have a higher plane of understanding of ihe bụ agwụ, not Oru Anu level of it. You have a higher understanding of ihe ọ bụ, ihe anyị na-akpọ agwụ. So the reason why your thoughts are not perfect or better structured, it is because of lack of meditation. Now, what here now? The reason why your thought, if your thought is not balanced, if your thought is not manifesting things, creative things, if you are not being able to think about what are you thinking about? Think about it. What is your daily thoughts? Okay, for a perfect example, what do you plan to do today? Plan, thoughts, atomato. What are your plans for today? What is your thoughts for today? See, many people, their lives are autopilot. They are being governed by their thoughts instead of governing their thoughts. Their thoughts are governing them. And the reason why their thoughts are governing them is because they don't meditate. It is from your thoughts governing you that you dismiss meditate and be like, what is Ugoebenaja even talking about? What are you even talking? What do you mean meditation? Like, I've tried this meditation thing, it's not working for me. So, like, you don't even understand that what is manifesting now are from the fact that you are being governed by your thoughts. You see, when you, which is your chi, when your chi governs your thoughts, people will be looking at you and be thinking, this guy or this girl got to be a magical human being. Is this person magic? What exactly? How is it do? And I say, how this person do? Is somebody that their thoughts is governing. You know what? But when you are the governor of your thought, when your chi, your spirit, because thought is matter. It is let me just call it scientific. Let me just call it dark matter. Thought is dark matter. When you are not in control of your thoughts, you are like only a buffalo bull natural. So natural. If okay, for those videos on Facebook, where somebody they will be hiding, like you see that. Just watch those videos, right? Where somebody is holding a red this thing, the person. Now you will notice some men that are actually masters of like controlling the buffalo, basically the buffalo bull, controlling that bull, basically. You see, when you start to control the bull, you are now the governor of your thoughts. But then you also notice that the buffalo bull, which is another Igbo dialectical way of saying buffalo bull, is actually the buffalo bull is chasing some men, chasing the one that are being chased around are the ones that are being governed by Ato. And the one that is standing still, stricken, moving around, is the one in control of the Ato. Meditation is Akwu. Akwu. What is Akwu? Akwu is stillness. Stillness. That is Akwu.
Practice stillness to protect yourself from negative energy. Protection is Akwu. So stillness is Akwu. So when you practice stillness, you will be protecting yourself from negative energy. Because negative energy is active. It is always active. Okay? The stillness is meditation. So to protect yourself from negative energy, you should meditate. Meditation is not something foreign. It originated from us. It originated from Africa. It is an African practice. So practice meditation. Okay? Meditation deals with stillness. Okay? To remove unwanted negative energies within yourself and your surroundings.
To meditate is to practice Akwu. To meditate is to what? Practice Akwu, which is to practice stillness. To meditate is to practice stillness. But I have to use the word Akwu so that you guys will understand the depth of the practice, the depth of it. Because Akwu is your purest state of being. You see, your body, our bodies are not used to stillness. The body is used to thought. Atu. That's what your body is used to. You see, I did a documentary called Munachibofu, demystifying, dismantling like various Bible verses and its esoteric meaning in connection to meditation, which I have revealed to you guys now that it is Akwu, which is something that the body is not used to. The body is used to thought. The body is used to what? Thought, thinking. That's what our body is used to. And because our body is used to thought, thinking, it is very difficult. It becomes very difficult to connect to the center, which is where the chi dwells. It becomes difficult to hear the chi because chi does not shout. Chi dwells in silence, in Akwu, stillness. That's what chi, because when I say that chi is light, what I actually meant was that chi is the internal light. Is also external light. Chi as an external light is the physical light that we see, the sun. But when I say chi, I'm talking about the internal light. And that internal light will a voice, and its voice is silence. Not that it's very tiny. And due to the fact that the body is consumed by thought, it becomes difficult to hear the chi. Due to the fact that our body is used to thought, the thought becomes the governor of us, instead of us being the governor of the thought. To become the governor of the thought, one must learn how to be still. One must learn how to be in Akwu. So when you are meditating, whether you are sitting down in any position, you are not supposed to be doing anything or expecting anything. These are thoughts. To do something while you're meditating or to think or to expect, these are all from the thoughts. Ndi Oru is the governor of thought, the Lord of thought. That is the D that is governing, the D that is the master of the thought, not the thought itself, but the master of it. Now, to not take any thought is to be still, to pause everything, to pause everything is to be in Akwu, Iba in Akwu. Iba in Akwu, when you enter Akwu, you will become one with your chi. Indo that flows within you will go towards the right side of the right hemisphere of your brain. And that's where the Christ, the chi, unveils within you. That's what will happen. All those biblical stories are events that takes place within yourself, internally. The Pharisees were Ndi Oru Anu in the Bible. And Jesus, the mythical character, the allegorical character named Jesus, he had a serious problem because they are all about the external work. And Jesus was telling them, this is all about internal. Did I not tell you that the temple is within you? Did I not tell you that ye are gods? Be still and know that you're God. By taking no thoughts. Metaphorically, your right hemisphere is the Virgin Mary. The right hemisphere, the right side of your brain, metaphorically, it is used for is virgin, pure, that which is pure, that which is without thought. Esoterically, a representation of the pure thought within you, the no thought. And that no thought is where your chi meets with you, the light.
You are a light being. It is very important for modern Igbo people to know that meditation is not alien to Igbo spirituality. Meditation was created during Ogachi, which is the second age of the world. Ndu Shiaka, the elegant nomad, traveled around the world during Ogachi. Their base and origin was Igbo land, as well as central and western part of Africa. Meditation is not alien to Africa. Meditation originated from Africa. The major Igbo totem of Ogachi is called Oganigwe or Oganachi. This is the ancient Igbo concept of astral traveling and astral projection. Astral projection is originally a meditative practice. When people look at the Igbo Browns, they often wonder what they are and what they mean. The truth is that the Igbo Browns are various physical manifestations of what our ancestors saw with their penile intelligence glands through a meditative practice known in ancient Igbo as Monachi Bofu, meaning that me and Chi are one and the same. Monachi Bofu is one of the ancient Igbo names for meditation. In modern time, astronomers and astrologers use telescopes to see what our ancestors saw through meditation in ancient time. You see, that's why Luke 17:21 said that the kingdom of God, which is the house of God, which is also heaven, is within us. And then 1 John 1:5 told us that God is light. When we close our eyes to meditate, which is the process of starting the journey to enter the kingdom, what we see is light. Many of the stories in the Bible are explaining different concepts of meditation, but it was created in such a way that wasn't designed for the ordinary minds to understand. Even though that the book made it very clear that the stories were all allegorical, the rabbis, imams, and pastors knowingly and unknowingly deceived the world by teaching the book as a real historical record. All the Jesus teachings in the Bible are dealing with various meditative ascensions, because Jesus is a rework of various ancient ascended masters, such as Agwu in Igbo, Asa and Tehut in Kemet, and Krishna in India. Moses in the Old Testament is also a remanifestation of these same ascended masters of wisdom and knowledge. The serpent coiled around the tree in the Garden of Eden, Moses forcing the Israelites to look at a serpent coiled around his staff, Moses' staff and Aaron's staff turning into serpents. These are all symbolic parables representing the Kundalini, which is a coiled serpent. The tree, staff, wood is a representation of the spine. Kundalini is a snake that lays coiled at the base of your spine. When it awakens, it pierces each of our main energy centers on its way to the crown. This is the beginning of our journey from child of the earth to an awakened spiritual being that is grounded in conscious reality. The spirit self will always seek to ascend. The Garden of Eden is esoterically a representation of the right side of the brain, the right hemisphere, the gateway to spring, the gateway to higher consciousness, the east, where the sun rises every day. Ezekiel 43 says, "Afterward he brought me to the gate, even the gate that looketh towards the east. And behold, the glory of God of Israel came from the way of the east, and his voice was like a noise of many waters, and the earth shined with his glory." The garden of the light within you is located towards the right side of your body. Similar to the principles of Akani Kenga, which is the right hand, which is connected to the right brain. And this hand is the creative hand, which is also the creative side of the brain. Ecclesiastes 10 verse 2 says that the heart of a wise man is at his right hand, but a fool's heart is at his left. During the powerful meditation of Monachibofu, this is the path one uses to enter their chi and become one with the chi, which is the higher consciousness. It is through the right door, which is the eastern door, which is where the sun rises every day. Daylight is also called chi in Igbo. Chi ofufo is dawn. The Garden of Eden is a literal representation of the virgin thought that occurs in the right side of the brain through meditation. When you slow down your brainwave through meditation, your overactive left brain will ease off and give way to the right brain, which is the gateway to the Garden of Eden within you. And this pure garden is none other than your pineal intelligence gland, which is your Oseora, which is also known as Uchechukwu. When your mind becomes the divine mind of Chukwu, this is how to achieve Monachibofu. The Bible is nothing but a course in cosmic psychology, or the book of cosmic psychology, which deals with the science of the mind, which agrees with the spiritual principles of meditation. When you slow down your brainwave through meditation, your overactive left brain, which is Obumbumbu, will ease off and give way to the right brain, which is the gateway to the kingdom of heaven, the Garden of Eden within you. And this kingdom of your chi is none other than your pineal gland, which is your Oseora. The virgin thought is also the Christ mother. The Christ mother is the part of you where there is no human thought. The virgin thought is the mother of your Oseora, and the place where there is no human thought is where the Christ is born within you. The Christ is the third eye, Oseora. Esoterically, Isaac, the father of Jacob, is a representation of the mind or the head. Jacob is the right side of the brain, while his brother Esau is the left side of the brain. The virgin mother, which is also the virgin thought, is Rebecca. Isaac being blind is a representation of the act of having your eyes closed when meditating. When you close your eyes, you go within yourself to begin the process of becoming one with your chi, which is your higher consciousness. While you are in this journey, the left hemisphere will begin to distract you and offer you all the material things of the world. This is exactly what Matthew 4:9 is explaining. Matthew 4:9, the Satan, which is a representation of the evil left side, told Jesus, which is a representation of the mind, "All this I will give you," he said, "if you will fall down and worship me." This is also similar to the weighing of the heart in the scale of Ma'at. Your heart must be as light as the feather in order to become one with Asa. And Asa is Osara, which is the divine mind, which is Uchechukwu. Your heart being light as the feather of Ma'at is the same as having no thoughts in meditation, which is the virgin thought. The pure thought is the defeat of the left side of the brain, which is full of heavy thoughts, ego, pride, and boredom. All these things you must let go in meditation. The only way your offer works is through being pure at heart. Ma'at is Mma, which is rightness and orderliness. Mma, Nemma, Wanyi Maramma, Ononamma, and Nofo are the names of the Nechi of rightness, orderliness, and purity. She is associated with the liberal constellation along with Ugoebenaja, which is the vulture of the infinite spark of wisdom. Vultures were demonized in Western culture, but in Africa and in Igbo spirituality, they are very sacred. Vulture, Udele, is the zoomorphic form of the chi of justice, known as Oto Udenigwe. In the liberal constellation, vultures appear as a totem of Akwu. Vultures are not evil, they keep the earth clean, which prevents diseases. Mbongo na mbongo. Udene is the symbol of death, rebirth, purification, patience, protection, and new beginning. And these are also what Mma represents in Igbo spirituality. Mma does not literally mean beauty, as Igbo is not a simple language, but a very spiritual cosmic language. If Mma is beautiful, then Odemma should mean it is beauty. To ask how are you in Igbo is Kedo. And then if you are alright, you say Odemma. Therefore, Odemma is rightness and orderliness. These are the literal meanings of Ma'at in Kemet. The T in Ma'at is just the representation of a feminine nature. Ma'at is an embodiment of Mma, which is orderliness and rightness, and can be simply defined as beauty when associated with physical appearance. To be Mma or Nonamma is to be in Ma'at. She is also known as Nofo because Sofo represents orderliness and rightness. What we are aiming to achieve through meditation is Mma, which is Ma'at, orderliness and rightness.
Now, what is the benefit? What is the benefit of not taking any thoughts? The effects of it is afterwards. Let's say you meditate, you do this. Let's say that you're not used to it. When you're done, You go out into the world, you carry your bag, you go out into the world, something will happen. You are now, because you are now in the master of your thought. No matter whatever that happens in your life, you will know exactly how to handle that situation, to govern your thought, to construct your thought, for you to make better decisions, to navigate your thought, for you to be able to create the kind of life you want, to have better thoughts, for you to make better decisions in any situation in life, in anything you are looking for in life, which is in matter, to solve problems, to solve what is the matter, to solve what is the matter. That is why we meditate. That is why meditation is important. Because our body is too used to thought. Our body is too used to thought. So at some point, you have to resist the thought so that you can be in control. You resist the thought by being still, by an Akwu. That way, ipụta n'obibi, which is life, which is existence, you can be able to navigate obi properly.